EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you this showcase of the best young players in the world of golf. From Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, Florida, it's opening round coverage of the event known as Q School. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. A lot of folks fighting for the title, including our leader. So let's get out to the course as we join the action on the tee at the par 5 fourth. Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway. Now from better than 300 yards out, a second to the par 5. Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
That's an aggressive layup, really trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance. This one measures out to 24 feet. Got it there, but not quite on target. That one finished off. It is a bogey here at 4. And she'll fall now to +5. Now to the 5th hole. And off the tee, Frank, how do these fairway bunkers sort of factor into your mindset as you prepare to tee off?
Well, if you watch the pros play on the Arnold Palmer Invitational, you see 2 different strategies here. Just an iron off the tee, give yourself a full shot in. Or, well, if you're a longer hitter, take it over that bunker on the left.
Yeah, this is not the biggest of fairways, so that is a good shot here at 5. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
146 yards left to the hole, looking to make up for that drop shot with a birdie here.
Another example there of the struggle today. Iron shots just not getting in close enough, and another difficult two-putt.
Good effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and she'll remain at 5 over. The par 5-6, this is the signature hole here at Bay Hill. How important, Frank, is the line off of this tee? Because if you hit it well, but you hit it a little too far left, you're probably going to be wet.
There's a big pine tree down there. On that line, 260 yards gets it to the fairway. You've got to know exactly how far you carry that driver. Otherwise, you've got no idea which line to take.
Yeah, that's a good shot. Not up there near the green like some folks we know, but a very solid drive here at 6. Oh, going with the 3-wood, but this is headed for the lake. And that is into the water. So the first shot made it over okay, but the second is swallowed up by this lake here at 6. So with a penalty stroke added in, now lying 3, readying for shot number 4. Good putt there. There's a bogey here at par 5. And that's going to move her down to 6 over par. Moving on now, Frank, we're at the par 3 7th hole. What's the challenge here?
Really, the high ball hitters have an advantage here. Just try and carry it in the middle of the green.
Well, after that beast of a par 5, Frank, it is time to finesse one up on the green here at the par 3 7, just a little under 200 yards.
There's a big mound in the middle of this green. The flag's above it, and then you've got to be really precise. If it's short of it, you can use that mound as a backstop.
And that one needed to put on the brakes, but could not. And this will wind up over the green. Now this, her second into this par 3. Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And that's going to keep her at +6. Now at the 8th, and Frank, this really is a clever design, fun hole to play.
Very pretty hole. That bunker down the left, just over 300 yards. Ideally, you just work it off that bunker.
This heading a little to her right. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze. Uh-oh, that might not be enough. Yeah, that is into the water in front of this 8th green. So now she'll take the drop, and when you add in the penalty stroke, she'll set up for shot number 4 here. "12 feet still to go." That one just going to sneak on by. Okay, so that one finished off with double bogey. And she'll fall even further here to 8 over par. Finishing up here on the front side at Bay Hill with a lengthy par 4. What's the key, Frank?
Well, the hole's relatively flat, but the rough on the right comes into play. If you can carry that ball 300 yards, then just take it in over the bunker.
No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. This hole really taking its toll now. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And that's going to move her down to plus 10. 10th hole here at Bay Hill is not overly long, just 400 yards, but the emphasis is on accuracy off the tee. That's absolutely crucial. Put it in play in the right spot. You'll have a chance to get out of here with a birdie. Well, not much to cheer about so far, but that should be worth the smile. Good tee shot and safely in the fairway. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
Yes, 135 yards left to the flag. Pin in the back right portion of this green.
Well, had a good lie in the fairway, but couldn't do anything with it. That comes up woefully short. Well, that's out. That's the important part, but this is well short of where it needed to be. Good chunk of real estate here, 22 feet away. Well read. That's in for a bogey 5. And she'll continue to fall down that leaderboard. On to the next, the 438-yard par 4 11. Bending around the lake on the left, but if you go too far right, fairway bunkers are in play. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. Frank, another good hole, the par 4 11th, looking at the second shot now.
Yeah, the second shot has a similar look to the second shot at the third hole at Bay Hill. Water all down the left-hand side, that has to be respected. And a green really where you've got to favour the right side, or at least right of middle.
Mishit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
So that crushed in for par here at 11. And she'll remain right where she is. Teeing it up here on the 12th, 574-yard par 5, Frank.
Another one that's reachable, obviously long and straight. That rough down the right side, though, is normally very thick. Avoid the two bunkers, lots of contours and undulations around this green.
Nice to hear something positive. That's the sound of the ball coming off the middle of the face as opposed to another bogey. No one wants to hear that all day long. has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Okay, not a bad lead. That's a good shot. It's been a tough ride. This would be a nice birdie. Okay, that'll help the cause. It's a birdie here at number 12. At the par 4 13th now, this is a hole, Frank, that requires some smart club selection. What are the options here?
Yeah, very sneaky par 4. That bunker on the right is 250 yards or so off the tee. So you've either got a choice to play short of that or sneak it down the end, which is about 300 yards. But if you try and be bold here and miss the fairway, that second shot, evil.
And the struggles continue in this first round. Nothing's going right, and this into the bunker off the tee.
A long explosion shot. You've got to hit it with a lot of power, and then if you just catch it a little too good, look at the amount of spin on that. Came all the way off the front.
And now a putt from 24 feet away. Hang on. That's going to leave about 3 feet. Okay, that one finished off. It is a bogey here at unlucky number 13. And she's going to fall even further down that leaderboard. Pushing on, we come to the 215-yard par 3 14th. Avoid the bunkers left and long here, and your chance at par certainly increases. And that will be too much, club. It's into one of those two bunkers over the back of this 14th green. Boy, that needed to hit the flagstick. It nearly went in the hole, but instead, it runs out quite a ways. Nope. Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. And she's going to continue that free fall down the leaderboard. Now at the 15th, big dogleg right here. What's the best way to go, Frank?
Really down the left side. It's very tempting to try and hit it across that bunker, but not only do you have to carry the bunker, you've also got to carry those little shrubs down the right side.
And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. Now the approach shot, par 4, 15th hole. Frank, break it down.
Green narrows up the further back you go, so the most generous place to land the ball is in the front half of this green. It's also the flattest section of the green.
This would be a big bonus if it went in, more than likely just trying to get this one close. This is an 11-foot putt. Nicely judged, though it's 4-5 here at par 3. And she'll continue to fall down that leaderboard. Frank, this is a great hole late in the round. Par 5 and a chance to really make up some ground or extend the lead. I mean, you can make some things happen here.
Shortest of the 4 par 5s and reachable for just about everyone. But really, it's the second shot. The better the tee shot, the easier you make that second shot.
That's a good strike right there, and this is going to split the middle. That's a well-struck 3-wood there. Doesn't make it home to the green, but puts himself in a good position.
Yeah, avoids the trouble, Rich, and more importantly, in prime position to get this up and down.
Six feet now for birdie. Oh, if that's one ball to the right, it's in. Instead, this one singes that left edge. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And that's going to keep her right where she is. We arrive now at the 221-yard par 3 17th, a beach bunker front of the green, bunkers left and long, and water wrapping around to the right. And this is a common result. The 17th is a tough green to hit, and that will make its way into the back bunker. Okay, well, that is on the green, but apparently just too difficult to get enough loft on it out of the bunker, and that winds up well beyond the hole. Oh, boy, that would have been one heck of a par. That nearly went down, but it'll slide just by. That one finished off for bogey here at 17. And she's going to fall even further down that leaderboard. Frank, the scene of so much drama through the years, the 18th here at Bay Hill. What's the key?
That fairway is rather generous, but once again it pinches in around 320, 330 yards. You've got to be cognizant of that. And of course that green shapes to the right, so good tee shot makes that second shot a little bit easier. Now, it's in the first cut. There's always a little bit more grass around the ball that has to be factored in.
Well, just off the fairway, here's Noda.
She's got 155 yards to the hole. Wind is helping from behind, so you can take a little less club.
So she will tap that in for her par at 18. And it's pretty good temperature if you're going to the beach, but it's not a number you want to see on your scorecard. That is an 86. These 4 days are going to be a grind. That's the nature of Q School. But day one, EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you this showcase of the best young players in the world of golf. From Arnie's Place, Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, today it's second round coverage of Q School. But if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. Some good names up there, including our leader.
Well, the ball's finished up okay, but look how it got there.
Iona Stephen is at the first green. This for birdie.
Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of break in this overall. Distance very important. It might be one of those putts. Hit it firm, you take the break out altogether.
Just 5 feet left. Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. And she'll remain right where she is. Back to the action here at the second. It's a par 3. Demanding hole, Frank, isn't it?
Longest par 3 on the golf course. Slightly downhill, but you need every advantage here. It requires your best.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. good putt there. It's in for par here at the second. And that's going to keep her right where she is. Now to the par 4 third. Picturesque and difficult hole, Frank.
It might be picturesque, but it's certainly not for the faint of heart. This is going to take your best swing.
Water all down the left side. And that ball absolutely walloped. That is a big drive there. Frank, this is one of my favorite shots on the course here at Bay Hill, the second at number 3.
A very conservative approach shot. It's a safe side of the green, but as we can all attest, a long way from the hole.
Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And she'll remain right where she is. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo back at the fourth. It's the first par 5 on the golf course, Frank.
The litmus test is that first bunker on the left side. If you can get it past that, you've hit it over 330 yards.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. So, in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Maybe not what you're hoping for from that number, but no damage. It's on the green. We turn to Nota Begay the third for this look at birdie.
And not much up or downhill here, so speed not a consideration. All that needs to be looked at is the movement from left to right.
You betcha. What a roll there. That is in for a birdie. And she'll at least be able to get a stroke back. Frank, now to the fifth. What's the strategy here at this shorter par 4?
Well, if you want to flex your muscles, Rich, take it over that left bunker. With a little trailing breeze, you might even get close to the green.
And that, not the way you want to follow up the birdie. It's into the bunker off the tee. Digging in here, readying her second from the fairway bunker.
Now, that's actually a pretty good shot, really. I know that's not exactly close to the hole, but out of the fairway bunker, safely on deck.
Yeah, that's not too bad from that far back. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And that's going to keep her right where she is.
Frank, talk to us about the 6th hole here at Bay Hill. Intimidating to look at as
I don't want to talk about it, Rich. I don't like the look of the hole. It's too tough. It intimidates everybody.
I can't imagine what players would be feeling walking up to this tee box.
Yeah, stand there. You'll find out.
Yep, very good shot right there. Was able to cover that lake with ease and into the fairway here at 6.
This par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. That's a bit offline, and it'll leave a good 4 feet coming back. Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th, and she'll remain right where she is.
Frank, the good news as you come to the 7th after that beast of a par 5 is that it's just under 200 yards and there's no water.
It's not as long as the 2nd, but it's just as demanding. Very narrow entry into this green.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass.
Good concentration there to save her par. And that's going to keep her right where she is. Let's move on to the 8th. And Frank, what's ahead here?
Big par 4, just over 450 yards. Ideally, you want to get it down by that bunker where it's nice and flat, because that second shot, you know what's coming up.
And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. Frank, this is a pretty good par 4, the 8th. What about the approach shot?
Such intimidating second shot here at 8. I think it's the best one on the golf course, Rich. You can see very quickly why the goal is to hit your second shots nice and high and get them to land soft. This is what you have to do with your second at 8. Another example of her excellent balance and timing, and that's a good shot.
Now this for birdie.
And this certainly would be a bonus if it goes in. You just need to make sure you get it there and give yourself a chance. Never up, never in.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And with it, she'll get a rare stroke back. Final hole now of the front side. It's a 474-yard par 4. And Frank, you've played it before. What works best here?
Well, ideally a nice little draw off the tee. But the hole's quite weird because the tee shot shapes to the left and yet the green goes the other way.
That one may get up close to the right edge, but it looks like it's going to hang on. That'll be just fine. She is putting the full arsenal of her skill set on display this afternoon. Beautiful shot. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Well holed. That's in for her par at the 9th. And that'll be a 2 under for this front side as she goes out in 34. We start the backside at Bay Hill with a par 4, 400-yard dog leg to the right. 2 bunkers through the fairway and 1 on the right. Accuracy off the tee is critical. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. The green is up above, and this will play at least a club longer. Not sure what happened there. Wrong club selection or execution. Regardless, a lot of meat still on that bone. That is not the worst shot in the world, but obviously could have been better.
Certainly. Definitely hoping to try and get inside 3 feet, but it's a little outside that.
And that's what these greens can do to you. They make you see things that just aren't there. And that one slides by. All right, that's in for a double bogey 6. And she's going to continue that free fall down the leaderboard. Another par 4 here, the 11th. It's just under 440 yards. This time, there's water looming left and then bunkers on the right-hand side. It's a pretty good challenge, Frank.
This hole's very similar to the third hole on the front side. 2 bunkers down the right side. Just got to keep it a little left. You don't have to hit driver here.
And it would appear that that ball is into the bunker. A lot of distance to carry here for her second out of the bunker. Well on the green, but far from the hole.
Yeah, a little bit of a head scratcher. A lot of work coming up here.
That's going to wander off to the right and leave maybe 2-3 feet coming back. Safely in. It's a bogey here at number 11. And she'll continue to fall down that leaderboard. Bay Hill has its share of strong par 5s. This is no exception. The 12th at 574 yards, reachable in 2 if you have enough horsepower. And that will end all thoughts of going for this par 5 in 2. That's into the fairway bunker. Just want to get this into a good approach range. Her second to the par 5.
This par 5, one of the easiest holes on the golf course too. But that second shot just caught the edge of the bunker. And now, a little bit of trouble.
Birdie putt coming up, but you gotta think anything inside of 7 or 8 feet here is pretty darn good. missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And she'll remain right where she is. Frank, this is an interesting hole. It's a par 4 13th, and it isn't necessarily a driver off the tee. What are the options?
Yeah, you break it down. 250 off the tee leaves 120. There's nothing wrong with playing the hole that way. You get a little over ambitious here and run out of fairway. That second shot over water. Whoa.
Oh. Fourth shot, wants to get this close. Well, hit the stroke limit on that one. Frank, I like a good par 3 over 200 yards, requiring that one good, clean strike. And here's a good case in point, 216 yards, all you want.
Yeah, bunk it at the back, bunk it to the left side, a little collection area to the right. So really, in the end, you've got one choice. That's hit your best.
Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Okay, pretty big swing necessary there, and that's not all that bad from that far away. Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And that's going to keep her right where she is. Onward now to the 15th, 429-yard par 4. Dogleg right. Accuracy off the tee is a must. Magnolia trees guarding both sides of the fairway. So often we talk about needing precision off the tee, and this is how you do it. That is dead center. Now a second here from 167. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been.
Oh boy, far from a good shot that.
Wow. I give that the full 10 seconds. But nope, I think that's staying out. What a shame. She'll finish that off as that is in for double bogey. And she's going to fall even further down that leaderboard. Frank, we know at Bay Hill, the finishing stretch allows a player to make some things happen. You can make up some ground, par 5, 16th. How realistic is birdie or even eagle?
Well, this is where it all starts, and you're right on the money here, Rich. Good tee shot, you can be looking at 3 or 4. Bad tee shot, 6 or 7, and the round goes horribly wrong because you've got 17 and 18 to come.
And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. A good 200 yards away from a good lie in the fairway. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
"12 feet still to go." Got it there, but not quite on target. That one finished off. It's in for par. And she'll remain right where she is. Frank, par 3 17th here at Bay Hill. How difficult is this hole?
This one takes your best tee shot, Rich. Otherwise, you're just looking at 4 or 5.
Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance. Now a second to this par 3. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And that's going to keep her right where she is. Frank, now one of the signature holes here at Bay Hill. It's the 18th, scene of quite a bit of history through the years.
Yeah, if you can hit a tee shot around 300 yards, that's going to give you about 150 in. So that's the goal here. The tee shot, wide fairway, but once again, second shot.
Ooh, some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch. Challenging shot now from 180 yards. not wanting to take on the water. That is struck a bit too firmly, and it is into one of the back bunkers here at 18. Okay, safely on the putting surface out of the sand. Would have maybe liked to run that up a little further, but that's not the worst shot in the world. That's going to leak out to the right and trickle away. Not the right read there. Oh, no. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And she's going to continue that free fall down the leaderboard. So, Frank, this a very difficult Friday for our featured golfer. Nothing seemed to go. EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to showcase the finest young golfers from around the globe. From the home of the Ryder Cup in 2021, Whistling Straits, it's live first-round coverage of the season opening event, the Wisconsin Open. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. We've got a tie at the very top at 4 under to this point. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to get off to a hot start and maybe make an early move up the AM leaderboard. And that will come to rest just off the fairway, but not too much trouble from there, I wouldn't think.
Rough's really not that deep, Rich, so you're exactly right. Sitting up well enough, no problem whatsoever.
What an exciting time, our featured golfer beginning the professional journey, the Korn Ferry Tour. It's a good time to bring in our friend Nota Begay III, 4 times a winner on the PGA Tour, and he cut his teeth on this very circuit. Nota, what do you remember about that time? And the sneaking suspicion, one round in particular is going to pop into your mind.
Well, Rich, it's a great memory for me. Shot the first 59 in the history of the Korn Ferry Tour, which is a huge positive memory in my mind. And what it did tell me in terms of my career and what it meant moving forward was the fact that you have to go out and you have to be aggressive. You have to make birdies and you have to shoot low scores. There's no laying up on the Korn Ferry Tour if you want to take that next big step to the big show.
That came out soft, landed first on the fringe, kind of took some pace off, and that will leave a longish putt for par. That one just going to sneak on by. Okay, it's a bogey here at first, and she's going to fall here to +1. This is the shorter of the two par fives on the front, the second at 597 yards. So you know that next one is long, just a little bit of a dog leg to the left. If you are going to try to knock it on into, you have to keep an eye on that pot bunker. It's 35 yards short of the green, and if you're in that, you may not be coming out. She started this one a bit to the left. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Nope, didn't see the break, and that slides by 2.